After the tragic shooting at First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs, one victim is rebuilding his life after being shot in the spine and paralyzed from the waist down. And as Eyewitness News reporter Andrea Martinez explains, one local organization is committed to helping him do just that.
Chris Workman was here tonight with his friends and family. He's a life member of Herman's Sons, a fraternal benefit society. They presented him tonight with a $3,500 check, which he says will go towards getting a new home for he and his family. Now, the funds came from a hamburger fundraiser earlier this month. Workman says he and his family have been living in a trailer, and a new home will allow him to get around easier. He also spoke to us about how much he relates to the shooting victims and the community at Santa Fe.
Unless you've experienced it, you really don't know what they're thinking, or the terror that's going through their heads. So my heart goes out to them so much, because I really do know exactly what they were thinking and feeling in those moments.
Workman has been continuing rehab and therapy, hoping to one day walk again. He says he's relying on his faith and his family to stay positive, and hopes to continue using his voice to help others affected by similar tragedies. Andrea Martinez, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.